Andrew here from Smart Fitness. We're about to demo a really awesome workout that you can do anywhere. It's called the ABCs of Fitness, and it's going to involve the entire alphabet. Each individual letter has a corresponding exercise. The particular reps and the particular exercise is listed based on that. We're going to show you each individual one, so this way you can then in turn create your own workout. The most common one that we typically do is going to be starting at A and working our way all the way down to the letter Z. The goal is to finish that one as quickly as you can. Another way that you can do it is you can go Z all the way back up to A. They're just a little bit different, not any harder, not any easier. You can also get really creative and write a word. For the summer, you could write popsicle, and you could do the popsicle workout. For your ladies, you could do Matthew McConaughey workout, well, if you can remember how to spell it. But ultimately, what you're going to be able to do is have a tool that you can use when you travel to create your own workout. So as you can see, starting at the top, we have A for jumping jacks, B, C, D, E, all the way through. We're going to demo each particular exercise, and the goal is to do the number of repetitions or the time. Okay? So stick with us. Here we go. All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring Brian, our other awesome, phenomenal instructor, right out into the frame here, and he's going to go ahead and be our model for what we're going to do today.
Let's get it.
All right, so we're going to start off A, jumping jacks. Pretty simple. We're going to do 50 jumping jacks, so we're going to have Brian demo a perfect jumping jack. Go for it, Brian. Awesome. Making sure that as you're moving, you're trying to time your arms and your legs together, and don't forget your breathing. That's very important. So we're going to go ahead and do 50 jumping jacks. Good. Perfect. You see how he's keeping everything even and everything is in line? And then, all right, perfect. So after 50 jumping jacks, we're going to move to crunches. So that's where we move down onto the ground. Our crunches that we want to do are going to be with our feet up and our legs crossed. Okay, from here we're going to go ahead and cross our arms at our chest or behind our head, as long as you don't pull your neck up. From there you're going to go ahead and crunch until your arms touch your thighs. Ready and go. Good. Remember, we're doing time, so the goal here is to go quickly as you can without losing control. Okay, so let's bump that tempo just a little bit. All right, so now go as quickly as you can. Quicker than that if you can. Okay, so the goal would be 20 quickly. All right, let's go ahead and get you up. So now we're going to go to squats. We're on letter C. These are just air squats. So we're going to have Brian set up with his feet about shoulder width, toes maybe slightly out. And we're going to go ahead and squat straight down as low as we feel comfortable without pain. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way back up from there. Okay, from there we're going to go ahead and speed that pace up because, again, remember, we're trying to do this quickly. Okay, so you're going to do 30 squats. Excellent. Good, and you see how he's tucking his hips and squeezing his glutes and bringing everything in. He's also timing his breathing. He's breathing out on the way up and in on the way down. Perfect for squats. Now we're going to go right into push-ups. Push-ups have been around since the dawn of time, and it doesn't get any better than that.
My favorite.
So we've got a push-up here. We've got a solid movement. We're going to go connect to the ground, and then we're going to go straight down as low as we feel comfortable, and then back up. Keep that chin tucked down, so this way the head is in the proper alignment. And again, hit the biggest range of motion you can. A modification here is going to be, hey, let's say I have a hard time with push-ups. Let me put my knees down, but I'm going to do the same upper body movement. This angle right here is going to remain the same. Okay, so go ahead and try that push-up again here. Good. We're not picking that butt up. We're tucking those hips underneath, drawing that belly button in. Perfect. From there, we're going to make our way to a wall. So we're going to find a wall right over here, and we're going to do a wall sit. Okay? So this wall sit, you're going to put your feet maybe about 2 feet away from the wall. All right? And you're going to start sliding down. You're going to go down, 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 right about there, maybe at parallel or just above parallel to the ground. Okay? The goal is to apply even pressure through your feet. If you feel it in your knees, you want to rise up and move your feet just a little bit further away from the wall to take some of that pressure off. Okay? Perfect. So you'd be there for 1 minute. And then from there, we'll go ahead and go to the most fun, which is burpees. Let's make our way right out here. So we got burpees, 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 burpees. Your favorite, right?
Love me some burpees. All right. Push up with it as well?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
So we're going to take the hardest one first. So this is going to be the hardest one with a jump. Okay, so we'll add a jump on the next one.
Got you.
So right here, let's go ahead and add a jump. So that's going to be the most challenging one with the push-up and the jump. Okay, we're going to do a modification on this one, and that's going to be no push-up, no jump. Okay, and then we're going to do another modification, and that's going to be one leg at a time, no jump. It's a good idea to finish at the top with those arms overhead, so this way you get some nice solid blood flow. Awesome. Okay, so real quick, let's run through it again. We've got burpee with a push-up and a jump. We've got burpee with no push-up, no jump. And we have a burpee with one leg at a time. Moving right along. Good job, dude. Moving right along. We've got a 30-second plank. Everybody knows the plank, but we're going to tell you how to do it the right way. We're going to set up on a mat on our forearms. Okay, it's important that we maintain a good spine angle. So Brian, let's show us a bad spine angle. All right? There you go. That's the spine angle that we see a lot. We see this big arch here. Let's take that spine angle and let's tuck it a little bit, and then let's stay nice and neutral and flat and tuck that chin underneath as well. Okay, from here, you want to purse your lips and breathe a little bit of air out. When you do that, those abs, they're going to grab down nice and strong. If you can do a plank for 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 minutes, it's a phenomenal feat of strength, but it's not necessarily about using the abs, okay? The focus is to stay here for 30 seconds. So moving right along from the plank, we're moving into spider push-ups. So if you're tough like Brian, you can go right into it, and that's going to mean that you're going to pop right up into a push-up position, and then you're going to move laterally. So just go ahead and walk to, we're going to go left to right, yep, just like that, and then come back this way. To make it simple, let's just go ahead and do one movement left, one movement right. So we're going to go left, right there, and we're going to go right. Right there. Now let's add a push-up in as well. So we're going to go left push-up, right push-up, chin down, chin down, chin down. Okay, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more and you want to travel a further distance, go ahead and take 2 steps out. 1, 2, push-up. 1, 2, push-up. Always keeping the abs tight and the chin down. We're going to move right from here into mountain climbers. So the mountain climber is pretty much in the exact same position, this way a little bit, and basically what's going to happen here is you're going to drive your knees up into your chest and switch them as quickly as you can. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So that's your mountain climber. Okay, a good modification of the mountain climber would just be to do it a little bit slower and bring the knee up in control and then put it back. So rather than doing it quickly, you're just going to bring it up and then back and then up and then back. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to go to a side plank, okay? We're going to show you the good side, which is the one that's going to face you. So you're going to lay on your right side facing the camera. All right, and you're going to go ahead and here. And what I want you to think about when you do the side plank is pushing the ground away from you at this leg as opposed to just raising this up. We're going to start with the hardest and then work to a modification. Stack those legs on top of yourself here. Go ahead from there and push the ground away using your right leg and lift and straighten your whole body out just like this. Let's take this arm straight up in the air. You've got one straight line from here down to your elbow. One straight line from the top of your head down to the tip of your feet. Now, you draw that belly button in tight like you learned how to do in the plank, and you tuck those hips underneath like you did during the squat. Man, you're rigid, you're strong, you're feeling good. We can come in here and whack away at you and it's no worries, okay? So you're going to spend 30 seconds in that bad boy, and we're going to go ahead and give you the modification now. That's going to be a bent knee, okay, on the bottom leg. Just like this. Bring this leg back just like this. So relax for a second there, Brian. Bend this knee, bring it right there, and then we're going to go there, okay? So now go ahead and do the exact same plank. But you lift up, you push that outer leg, you push those hips forward, draw that belly button in nice and strong, and then you're going to go ahead and hold there. If you can't do 30 seconds, this is a challenging movement. Just do 10. If you can't do 10, do 5. If you can't do 5, do 1. Just try and do it, okay? Of course, you're going to repeat this on both sides. Side plank. Awesome. Moving right along, we're going into step-ups, okay? So this, you might not have a step, But you will have steps somewhere, in and out of the garage, in your house, okay? So anything that you can put your weight on and go up and down on, all right? Typically, we're doing 30 step-ups. So typically, we'll do 15 on one side, 15 on the other, and just keep it pretty simple there. So go ahead and put one foot up on the box, and then you're going to step up to the box, and you're going to step back down, keeping that foot up there, okay? And you're just going to go ahead and repeat that. And again, it's about going quickly. So you're trying to create some speed here. You'll do 15 on one leg, and then go ahead and do 15 on the other leg. Perfect, perfect. So moving right along, we're feeling good. We're going to go into dips. Everybody has a chair at their house. So the chair dip is going to be setting up for those triceps, chest, shoulders, and a little bit of the abs as well. 2 modifications. We're going to do the hardest one first and then the easy one second. We're going to put those legs way out ahead. This is for you more advanced muscle guys like Brian. You're going to go ahead and go down a little bit and press up from there. Perfect. Try not to go too far below parallel with those triceps. It's just a little bit harder on the shoulder joint itself. So you want to keep this arm here at about above parallel to the ground and keep the tension through the tricep, okay? The modification, go ahead and bend your knees. And now use your legs to help raise and lower yourself, okay? That's what the out-of-shape guys like me have to do. Perfect. So we got tricep dips. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is hamstring walkouts. This is a time-consuming one. There's 10 of them, okay? So you want to know that when you get here, you got to be ready to push through it. So this way you don't take up a whole lot of time trying to do this. You're going to start with both arms straight up overhead. Okay? You're going to gently and slowly make your way down to the floor with both hands. Okay? You're going to put your palms flat to the ground. You're going to walk out into that push-up position. Okay? And you're going to go ahead and, if you can do a push-up, if you can't do a push-up, go ahead and walk yourself back. Raise those arms way up and overhead and repeat. Okay, go ahead and keep going there, Brian. Do about one more hamstring walkout. Raise those arms way up and overhead and perfect. Then we're going to go back onto the ground for crunches. Okay, so from there, we're going to make our way down for crunches. Go ahead here, and just like we did, lift those legs up, cross over, and just like that. Perfect. 1, focusing right there. 2, 3, 4, and crunches just like that. Now we're going to get a little bit more ballistic, and we're going to go ahead and do squat jumps, okay? Ready? And go ahead and make your way up. We're going to go ahead here, and we're going to squat down just a little bit, and then jump just a little bit. It's not too high. It's about good quality movement. So squat down just a little bit, and then jump just a little bit. Good. Awesome. All right, so keeping with the same structure, we're going to actually make it really hard. Go ahead and reach down and touch the floor, and jump real high, arms to the sky. That's going to be the hardest one. Okay? We're going to go back to what the easier one would be. So it's a little bit down and a little bit up. Good. Perfect. So those are 15 squat jumps. And the next thing we're going to do is shadow boxers. It's cool to have a partner. You get to actually hit them. You're going to cross over, back and forth. If you don't have a partner, just punch in the air. So are we ready? And go. Good. You can go faster than that. I know that for sure. Awesome. Perfect. So there we go with our shadow boxers. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is skydivers. Go ahead and start those skydivers for me. You're going to be right onto that mat, and you're going to extend your arms straight out ahead of you, extend your legs straight out behind you, and you're going to go ahead and raise straight up off the ground in control, 1,000, and then you're back down on the floor. Go ahead and keep doing that for me. Awesome work. Keep going. So we've got skydivers here, and we've worked our way through, and we've got good tension through the back. If you feel some pressure right there in the lower back, just reduce that range of motion. Don't quite come up so high. And if you can't seem to make it work, and it really just bothers the lower back, you can do a plank instead, okay? That's totally fine here. All right, the next thing we're going to do is V-twist. So we're going to flip ourselves right over. We're going to sit with our feet elevated, and we're looking for the letter V right here at our hips up to that torso. Now we're going to go ahead and rotate and touch the ground left and right. Back and forth. Awesome. And then once you feel comfortable and your back feels good, go ahead and go real fast on those. Okay, a modification would be go ahead and put your feet down and go ahead and try the same thing. With that, you might want to try and hook your feet underneath something like a chair or a couch or a table or anything that would kind of help you balance, okay? Awesome, so we did V-twist. Now we're going to go into lunges. We typically like to mix the lunges up, but the best way to start is to do reverse lunges, okay? So we're going to do 30 alternating reverse lunges. So you're going to step straight back, down to the ground, and step forward. Step straight back, down to the ground, and forward. So now if you can imagine, we are here at the letter S. We only have T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I know my alphabet. Yay. We only have a handful of letters left. This is where it starts to get tough. This is where this workout really starts to beat you up. If you're elite and you're really, really in good shape, we're looking for about a time frame of about 18 minutes to completion. If you've never done this before, the goal, make it to letter K, right? Just get as far as you feel like you can, and then the next time, make it to letter L, and so on and so forth, okay? So we got reverse lunges, good job. So now from there, we're gonna go into diamond push-ups. So that diamond push-up is just like a regular old push-up, except your hands are closer together. Exactly, and you're trying to make a diamond shape like this. The focus here is it gets more through that tricep, okay? So good solid diamond push-up, down and in control, chin down, nice work. And again, a modification of this, just the same. Knees go down and it's exactly the same modification. Awesome, good job putting those hips in the right place. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is scissor jacks. We're going to challenge the brain a little bit. So we take jumping jacks and we take them through a different plane of motion. Okay, our feet are going forwards and backwards, and our arms are going forwards and backwards as well. We recommend that you start moving the feet only. So go ahead and start moving those feet only. And now add the arms in. You're going to probably get this wrong the first few times you do it, and that's okay. I can't tell you how many times we get somebody and their brain just gets stuck. That's okay. This takes a while. Okay, so that would be 50 of those. So now moving right along, we have circle crunches. So we take a crunch on the floor, we do the exact same positioning, but instead we crunch up to one side, come across, crunch up to the other side, come across, okay? So go ahead and go forward here. Ready? And crunch up and across. Okay, then go ahead and go up the other way and across. Awesome. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do 20 of those. Keep going there. There you go. Good. Let's go ahead and cross those arms up so we don't pull at our head, keeping that head nice and neutral. Awesome. Perfect. Just like that. Next thing we're going to do is bridges. So right where you're at on the mat, put those feet at shoulder width, flat and hard to the ground. Then you're going to go ahead and tuck those hips underneath and lift the hips straight up into the sky. Lift right up there and then back down. Right up there and then back down. To make this slightly harder, take those arms up off the ground. Right? You don't want to raise as high as you can. You want to raise as high as you can to maintain this tucked position. You should not be getting hamstrings only. Your glutes should be firing significantly. If you're feeling your hamstrings first, you want to reduce the range of motion and tuck more. Perfect. Great job. Awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is a plank up. So take a push up, okay? But make it from the push-up position into the plank and then back up to that push-up position. Okay, here we go. We got 15 of these. So we're in a plank and then we pop up. It's important to do these on both sides. Keep that chin down. Keep that chin down. Awesome. And then you go ahead and go up and down just like that. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is a plank walkout. So in that push-up position, okay, we're going to call this a plank or a push-up walkout. Walk one hand forward. Walk the other hand forward, then walk one hand back, walk the other hand back. You're going to go ahead and do 10 of those. And then we're going to finish up with a really fun thing called fish out of water, okay? Fish out of water is where you're on the ground, okay? You do opposite arm, opposite leg. So one arm up, the opposite leg up at the same time, right up there, and then back down. Good. Let's try to raise them pretty evenly. There you go. Good. And again, watch that lower back. If you start to feel a pang there, just reduce that range of motion. You got 20 of those, okay? And you want to make sure that you get through all of these as quickly as you can and as safely as you can. All right. Good job, Brian. Awesome.
Thank you, Andrew.
So now just to make sure we recap everything, we've got the ABCs, okay? There will be an accompanied picture with this, so this way you can make sure you feel confident. You're trying to get from the top to the bottom with all of those exercises as quickly as you can. Thanks so much for tuning in. Work hard and have fun.